Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope, a nope. Probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no.
Hey guys, this is Dag, and it is Tataru Tuesday time. Yes, I am Dag, believe it or not. I got into a fight with a razor, and the razor won. So no more facial hair, at least for a few months. Yeah, I do this occasionally. It's like I'll shave everything off, and then it's like I'll start from scratch. My wife will go, "Oh, I got a new husband." And she gets a kick out of that, and I just I go and spend the summer, let my face kind of rest and stuff, and yeah, and then wintertime I started up again. So anyway, it is what it is. I've still got the gray hair up here, so that's what counts. Today's Tataru Tuesday, like I mentioned, so I've got Chad Fist out here, and I am leveling him as a monk. And this is the first time I've been through Final Fantasy ever. And so he's just leveling along and doing the MSQ. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to go ahead and share my first time experience seeing all this stuff with you guys all on stream. So anyway, that's what this whole stream's about. I'm not an expert. I don't profess to be. Don't try to take away lessons from me unless it's like stuff on what not to do. That would be better, trust me. Anyway, so here I am, and let's see what we got tonight. Before we go any further, I do a holiday of the day, and that's this. Now it's time for holiday of the day. And there is no official holiday today. It is tax frickin' day. So write those checks or get your refunds or whatever the case is. You had to have everything turned in by 5 p.m. today in order to be stamped by the U.S. federal government. Otherwise, you're late. Your ass is late. And so, yeah, I got home from the softball game that I had this morning, and I crippled myself somehow. I ended up with I have like a quad pull or something going on, and my Achilles tendon on my right foot. Well, my left leg, I've got the quad issue, and then on my right foot, I've got my Achilles tendon is giving me fits today too. So I'm just a mess. But anyway, I got home from the softball game, and I had to go write all the tax checks out and take them on down to the post office, and people were going crazy at the post office. There was a line all the way out, and I guess that's the only time people buy stamps these days. It's like, hey, we got to mail our taxes, so I guess we'll go stand in line for an hour and buy stamps, that kind of stuff. So anyway, enough of the holiday. Let's get on. Chad is wearing a very unsightly outfit because he had to go talk to a bunch of people, and now that he's finished that, he needs to go chat with Alphanod. So we're going to go find where Alphanod is hanging out. And I'm not sure where, but we'll find out. I don't think he's up here, but he's downstairs is what the little arrow is telling me now. And it's like, okay, we'll go back down. And he's probably out. Can I get through this? Yes, I can. And he's not just... He's out by the... Oh, look, an outhouse. Where is he hanging out? Why is he hanging out here? Well, that's even a better question, right? We've got a wasp swarm, so... Alright, let's find out what's going on here. Well, look at us, a pair of down-at-heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. This should suffice. Okay. And now we play the waiting game. And, yeah, speaking of waiting games, now we're in a cutscene. And here comes everybody. Oh, just the dude we wanted to unmask.
My thanks, comrades.
Comrades?
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal.
Maybe.
Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
You tell him, Ida.
The famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad?
Yeah, apparently.
When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
But that was the idea, right?
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes.
The false Griffin.
It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
Okay.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off.
Where to?
Are you perchance the Warrior of Light? Aye. I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference.
It's all my fault. Okay.
You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
I kind of remember that quest. Just barely. Okay.
On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I seem concerned.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Okay, and off they go. Right, Althanod, what do we do now? Besides, put on some other digs. Oh, I guess I've got to talk to him. Am I supposed to, like, take off? No, let's see what he has to say. Quarry Mill, he said, do you remember? Sort of. Forgive me, you cannot be expected to recall every name and face, and besides, it's not as if it matters. I have long admired how you live in the present, how you focus on the problems at hand and always keep moving forward. My meditation practice, what can I say? Okay. Be present, yes. So let us keep moving forward together, Chad. We must find and secure those crystals. This is no time for looking back. Okay. Oh, I gotta pick something, that's right. Let's see. Spell, vitality, and critical hit. I don't need spell. Skill, speed, vitality, and determination. Direct hit, vitality, determination. And, okay, skill, speed. I guess that'll be fine. Let's talk to Althanod some more. By the way, I got through, this is the end of patch 3.4. So if any of you are actually trying to keep count, 3.5 and 3.56. It didn't do a 3.6. It did a 5.6. So that'll come after. If we take Griffin's double at his word, when the crystals are now somewhere within Zaharak, ready to be put to use by the Amalja, we must apprise Alisei of all we have learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I have changed. Okay. I guess that's a clue that I should change as well. So let's do that. I'm gonna go get my actual clothes on and equip. There we go. And yeah, let's take a mount. Because I'm a lazy ass tonight. Oh, where's the door? It's around here somewhere. Did I pass it already? I guess I'd go in the other door. It's a dooring. Oh, that's right. I passed by that guy before. Okay, and everybody's hanging out over here. Hi, folks. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings. So, this is what happened. You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Palpalimo were here all along? Well, Ishtola will be relieved and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Malja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zaharak without delay. Agreed. If there is not else to discuss, let us depart at once. How come I feel like there's going to be another hard dungeon that I have to get through tonight? I didn't see it on the list of stuff to do, but maybe there is. Masked man, and so they go forth in accordance with the Griffin's plan. Ah. The players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long, the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Okay, we haven't figured out who this guy is yet. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. Confess I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not until we have braved the bowl of embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal. Upon proceeding to the bowl of embers, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Okay. In other words, they're telling you, yeah, go pee first. This is going to take a while. All right, let's go do this. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. And we're going to do that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Level sync. They're taking me back down to 60 because I'm at 62. Yeah, all right. It's a battle of something.
This isn't right. The Emulger would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Not willingly, no.
Oh, Warriors of Dark. Miss. Ish.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
I'm not liking this dude.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the Warrior of Light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos.
I'm just one dude. It's not going to make that much of a difference. Come on.
One
Besides,
life,
you can't touch my hair.
one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
Fetch!
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Ooh. Low blow.
Alizé!
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was.
All right, go get her, sister.
My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Okay, someone's going to have to clue me in. What is she?
If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
I'm just like bouncing up and down. Okay, so who should I go after first? Probably the casters, huh? Let's see if we can do that. Magus of Darkness. I gotta get the Knight of Darkness. Oh, where's the Ranger of Darkness? Okay, who we got left? Magus is back? I thought he killed him. How come they keep coming back? Okay. What happened? I guess I'm supposed to lose, huh? It ends now.
It ends now.
Maybe.
What?
The chains!
Yes. Who was that? Ah.
You snake! You would betray us as well?
Ah, well.
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
Yep.
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady. By thy leave.
Even odds, then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop!
Understood.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
Okay, now that we've all agreed.
Make ready! They come!
Channel ether into her blade. Where is her blade? I'm trying. How do I have to get her? I feel the ether. It's somewhere. I'm trying. There we go. Finally. We're gonna do it again. This is so confusing. Oh shit, where am I supposed to go? Not there. failed. Okay, I have no freaking clue what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to cheat, huh? Bummer. Alright, time to bring up a website and see what's going on. Let's see. That's not the website I needed. I need this one. And maybe it will appear. Hello, Firefox, where are you? Here we go. Okay, so, not that. Someone? Main scenario quests. Already did that. Dream of Ice patch 2.4. Did all of that. Oh, 3 point something, right? So I gotta go back. We're in 3.4. So this is one life for one world. Alright, and what are we supposed to do with this? You'll enter a solo duty. Okay, warrior lights cannot be damaged at first, so focus on the Knight of Darkness, or Ranger of Darkness, to limit outgoing damage. The Devout of Darkness can be safely ignored, which is that's the one I went after first, right? Okay. Once Urnjay joins the fray, you must place all your focus on giving ether to LSA. To do this, interact with and charge the Blade of Light whenever it appears in front of her. Note that this is an interactable object, white text that says Blade of Light immediately in front of LSA that you must click on, not on LSA directly. Oh, it's damn hard to see where the blade is. That's why I'm having trouble clicking on it. As this is just floating white text, not else, it can be hard to see and all. That's why I just said. Do not recklessly attack anyone during this phase, as it draws unneeded enmity. Yeah, no kidding. Defeat the warriors only when they are specifically focused on you or LSA. Your allies will eventually defeat the others. Focus on enemies targeted LSA before focusing on those targeting yourself. Note, however, that you will not be able to successfully interact with the Blade of Light unless you're not currently under attack. The Knight of Darkness will occasionally link himself to his allies via a green line, protecting them from damage, much like the Paladin ability cover. Kill the Knight of Darkness before attacking the link's target. The duty will finish upon fully charging the Blade of Light after 3 interactions. So I got 2 in. Right? Okay. So let's try this one more time. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I know. Gonna have to go through it again. Proceed.
This isn't right. The Emulger would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Not when.
Yes. Oh, I thought I said yes. We're gonna cut the cutscene. We're gonna cut the skip scene. Is that it? All right. So now we go after the darkness, Mr. Darkness and Light, Warrior of Darkness. Can't tell if it's something that's supposed to kill me or not. don't think it is. This guy is not going down, so who else do we have? Ranger. Okay, I'll take care of the Ranger. Focus on the other guy at the other end, but I mean, this one dude's not dying, so he came back and blinked again. Yes, I know, we can't break free. Hurry up, RNJ.
What?
The chains!
You snake! You would betray us?
He that butts it.
By the...
Mine apology.
I expect a full
Thou...
Okay, what are now? This one we have to concentrate on the. I just have to concentrate on killing whatever's attacking Alisaie and
Channel your...
feeding her ether.
I can't. cannot do it.
Yes, okay. Let's go. Okay. Maybe if I get up close enough, I can actually see. So I don't even have to fight anybody else.
Come.
Channel Ether, yes. Where is she?
I must have more ether.
I could touch her sword. Okay, that's not helping any. Chad, give it the ether. I'm trying. Touchy, touchy. There, finally. Oh, I gotta kick his ass first. Where's the ranger?
Hurry up, neighbor! Crush you!
Okay. Time to do this. Very easy. Just get to it. I give it to you.
Just a little more.
This is the furthest I've gotten. You know, I can just like channel it. Come on. I feel it welling up in front of me. Come on. Yeah. Interrupted. Oh shit. This guy's. Target.
Not like this.
Wow. That was aggravating. I gotta admit, it is aggravating at times to be able to finish some of this stuff, because the mechanisms that they want you to do are not that, they're not that great. They're not that easy to do, so.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
we are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait! Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders, and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought. And we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right! Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this! You of all people should understand. We will not falter! We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
I've died before, Arbit. I'm not afraid to die again.
Oh, Valiant.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
To have known the depths of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
Is it required 6 of them?
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From 2 worlds do we gather, and from 2 worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
He already knew. That's interesting.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
It's Heidi!
Minfilia!
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
Yeah, dude. That's not happening.
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Heidelin. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Heidelin had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. for the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Heidelin's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
And he puts it in his pocket.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servants of Heidelin. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. and ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
Okay. See you later. So, I don't want anyone to tell me that she actually comes back in a later expansion, because it's like, nah. Don't spoil it for me.
Thank you, Lemini, for everything.
Oh. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Speak to Alphanod. It would seem we are in southern Thanalan again. Menephilia's doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way in the Warriors of Darkness 2. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not? But mayhap that was their wish. Possible. I am going to finish sneezing, but I'm going to take a real quick break. I got to go get some ice to put on my leg, and I will be back in a flush, so hang in there. Just in case you guys think I'm kidding, this is an ice pack I have. It's one of those refreezable ones, and I've got it sitting on my leg here, so yeah. Quad pull's not fun, especially when you are a little older. It takes longer to heal. All right, Alphanod. Alphanod seems to be at a loss for words. Oh, Moenbretta. I get a wind-up Moenbretta. Cool. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere. And this, when I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals. Leave them to me. I will go back into Zaharok and secure them. The Amalja will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They are not likely to notice a lone bard skulking about. But Thancred, you don't have to do this. I know, but I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. I should go and find Ada and Papalimo. I'm trying to say it correctly. I always say it wrong, but I say Ida. Ida. They must have finished searching the mass camp by now, not that it matters anymore. Where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to speak with LSA. You must be tired, Chad. I know I am. If thou wilt permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with that warrior of darkness and the Ashen and White at the Great Library. I tried not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would that there had been another way, know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. I understand why you did what you did. That you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have the courage to make that choice. But even knowing that what came of your actions, I find that I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. Chad, forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee unto a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall join thee at the rising stones. Until then, warrior of light. Okay. Let's see if I got a little wind up. Oh, that's right. I was going to sell all that stuff. Oh, that's right. I can't carry any more of those. Interesting. All right, well, let's get on. Where am I supposed to go? I gotta go this way. All right. Oh, gotta go back inside the hill. Oh, where's the damn entrance? There it is. This bird is hard to see around. Alright, that's easier. Cutscene. Well met, Chad. Alphanod said you would be joining us. 'Twould seem that Griffin's double was telling the truth, insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the mask's camp. Do you perchance find one in Zaharak? Actually, I don't believe it. The crystals, Menophilia, all of it? It's just, I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now, I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Alphanod, I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoin the Scions. We have been away for far too long. Although I loathe to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might, in turn, offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, I've been absolutely ageist, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We would be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may well surprise you. This guy. Ida, Ragar be praised. It is you. Ida, alive and standing here before me in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. Oh, come now. Has it really been so long that you don't remember me? It's Gondobald. I fought beside your father in the Revolution. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, but the resistance were always welcome in Little Alamigo. They gave us hope, and young Ida most of all. Yeah, Ida, here was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission. Until the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst. But here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I've got involved with friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we were still the Circle of Knowing back then. Right. Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Pray forgive her. It has been a long day for us all. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let us return to the Rising Stones. Hells take me for giving you that mask. Alright, and I already did that, so now I go back to the Rising Stones. Let's see, teleport. Not Reverend's Toll. Rising Stones. Oh, is that the... Oh, that's the... Never mind. Look at my bag. Okay. Go back to 1. There it is. Vesper Bay. Oh, this is the Waking Sands, not the Rising Stones. Crap, wrong place. Okay, so the other one is... Reverend Toll. There we go. Why don't they just call it what it is, you know? It's old sometimes. Okay, we're in. I'm too far away. Well, I guess I gotta get off of my mount. Okay, now I can get there. Welcome home, Chad. I trust your journey was uneventful. Yeah, I just went the wrong place like usual. You'll be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short while ago. Once we have delivered them safely into the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here, and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Ishtola and Kryl and brief them on all that has occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. I always wonder, why don't they have like a big sofa or something there?
It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbreeder.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
Well, why would we object?
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got him to keep us from bickering. But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Why was that so funny?
Well then, Alfie, I, for my part, shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Thank you, Tataru.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light? Indeed.
I like my
The path
choice.
behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
Okay, and get to speak with Alphano. Look at them, Chad, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome, all of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find out together. And there I got my Moen Breda. Yay! Let's see what she looks like. Should be in number 4, maybe? Oh, no. We got a cutscene first. Okay, they're plotting death and destruction.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, my friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand. Thank you. I shall guard it well. There is cause to hope.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with her.
For every ending, every parting marks a new beginning.
Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. Coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you all on that glorious day. The real Griffin. as opposed to the pseudo-griffin. True believers are so readily led. Oh yes, here we go. I have given them everything they desired, all of which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted then? Was it all worth it in the end? There was some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of dark or light, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow my emissary with great interest. Her emissary. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you. Okay. Eyeballs! They're balls! The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds you have proven yourself the most deserving. Oh, isn't he lucky? A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in those breasts beats a heart that thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes for weal or for woe. And they come to you freeze-dried. Okay, so we still have Nidhogg's eyes floating around out there. That's not a good thing. So it was here all along. Oh, haven't seen him in a while. Nero! Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun. Oh, okay. He laughs like I do. All right. No retreat, no surrender. All right, I guess we got to go talk to Tataru now. Tataru has a request for you. Ah, Chad, just the hero I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. Diamond Forge. Okay. So, I have to exit, obviously. Okay, it's out that way somewhere. Nope, can't go that way. I could go through the, No, you must go through the gate. You can't fly over the gate. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Okay, which way to go see her? She is down here. House of Splendors? Oh, is she up on top again? I don't see her up here. She was in some weird location last time they had you, like, go find her. She's not up there. And I don't see her from up here. Also Splendos. Is she in here? Oh, there. Okay. She's not, but the destination is. So I'll wait. Okay. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. Okay. Are you going to make me some new gear? Ah! Right, everyone. Ready to go to work? No squirming now. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes. He. Tataru, what did you do to me? They are all finished. The warrior lights every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. No wonder he's, like, beaten up. So what was the he-ing about? Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Chad. All in good time. Aha, found you. Alphanod wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seemed to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. Okay.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention.
Okay.
And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I don't know, do we want Alphanod in charge of everything?
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our number step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness! Help! I need some help here!
What happened?
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her!
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
Good question.
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Limsa Laminsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich and encourage him to send an envoy. Tataru, Krile, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Okay. And let's see, speak with Lucia. Okay, so I need to go all the way back over there now. Let's see, that would be Falcon's Nest? Foundation. Or did I? Yeah, this is the right place. Let's see. I might as well take the stone up. And they want me where? Up here. So I need to go to the Forgotten House. There's Lucia. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? I see. Wait here. I will summon Sir Emmerich. It's good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. But to business. I thank you for bringing me these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will, of course, send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make, not mine alone at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forgo the formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterparts in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? Of course I will. And I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handeloop that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Lucia is going to Gridania. Great. Chad, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury speed you on your way. All right, what happened with... I was going to look at the... where's my little wind-up? There she is. Yay. Okay, and just for ducks, I've got a page 63. Okay, Do I talk to Lucia here? I guess I do, huh? Lucia seems eager to set forth for Gridania. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the Gates of Judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Okay. We already knew that. Okay. Probably the Aetherite. And then go on down the stairs. Oh, that's right. I gotta talk to that beekeeper. Hello, let me out. And Lucia wants me to stand right here, no place else. We meet again. As it happens, my counterparts in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Not, I concede, that there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. But that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of Statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Okay, so we're going to Dragonhead now. And I waited at the gates. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Chad? You may see a familiar face. Chad, old boy. That's the kid, okay. How wonderful to see you, and Sir Amric, too. To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honorroyd. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a Garl El mean to an Imperial. And thus, we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. I shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm? Yeah, sorta. You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Yet we can play the hand we're dealt, and with little help from the veterans and the Honorat's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old boy. Off to Gridania with you. Alright, let's see, where are we? We gotta go to New Gridania. Alright, and I guess I'll do it this way. New Gridania. Alright, this actually seems like a really good place to call it for the night. So, if I don't see you before the next time I see you, have a great day. Have a wonderful afternoon. Have a fantastic evening. I love you all. Thanks for stopping by, and I shall see you soon. Peace out.